So I'm going to show you 10 ways where you can improve your golf either from home or when you go to a driving range, whether it be warm-up, whether it be your chipping, putting, long game. I'm going to show you 10 ways to improve your golf this Christmas. Okay guys, you're not used to seeing me on the floor, but here I am on a yoga mat. I'm going to show you 3 stretches to improve your golf, to improve how you feel, and these can become a daily habit. These can really help you when you go to a range or whether you're just working on your game, just feel much looser and better about your game. Now the first thing is something I do every day when I'm on tour or whether I'm at home, is if you've got a foam roller, ideally that would be great. If not, you can do it without. I'll show you the 2 ways. First of all, get onto your all fours like this, try and get your spine as straight as possible. If we had a foam roller here, all we're going to do is roll that foam roller as far away from us as we can, and what you'll notice is you'll feel a real stretch in the middle of your back. And if you're going to go the other way, the same thing. If you want to increase the stretch, turn your palm to the sky like so, and that just opens out your back. Now another way to do this, if you haven't got a foam roller, is put your hand on your ear to your elbow, and all we're going to do is start into our opposite elbow, and we're going to stretch up and open out. This is a great stretch for your spine. Next up, for me personally, is my hip flexors. I get really tight with my hip flexors. So this is quite a good one for golf, with associating your separation between your upper body and lower body. So what we're going to do, we're going to lunge forward, and then we're going to go down, and we're going to open up with our right arm, and then vice versa, lunge down, open up with our left. This just opens up your hip flexors, and it's really good for getting your whole body feeling nice and loose. Now third and final is really golf related. It's a similar kind of stretch. All we're going to do, lunge forward, hands out, rotate to the side. Lunge forward, hands out, rotate to the side. Again, this is really good for golf. This is creating a dissociation between your lower body and upper body, and our rotation into each side. Okay guys, another way for you to improve at home is to invest in a swing trainer. Now we have lots of options of swing trainers here at Golf Swing Systems. Today I'm testing out the hole-in-one impact swing trainer by Easiest Swing. Now I really like this product. It's weighted really well. It's a nice size for you to take to the gym, for you to use at home, for you to take to the range. And what it's for is for you to release the club correctly, at the correct point in our swing. So we want to be releasing the club at impact. So I'm going to show you here, what you should hear is a little click as I get to impact, like so. And what you can do, which I really like about this product, is there's a little dial here on the top, as you can see, and you can actually change this dial as if you were hitting a driver, an iron or a wedge, to change the yardages, to change the club head speed, and you can marry it up with your game. And yeah, the faster you swing it, obviously with a driver you'll hear a click. If you don't, you know you've not swung it at the right speed. So this is a great swing trainer for when you're at home, you're trying to improve. Okay guys, another way for you to improve at home is a couple of alignment sticks on the ground or a couple of clubs. Whatever you have, you don't need a ball, you don't need to be hitting anything. So if you're at home and you carpet and you just want to do a bit of work in your setup, this is easy. Or if you're a bit bored on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, you're fed up with the in-laws, you just want to go upstairs and do a little bit of work in your golf game, this is great. To work on your setup. Setup is a hugely important part of the golf game. Definitely underrated. You know, if you get a good setup, you're 90% of the way there to hitting a good golf shot, in my opinion. So a couple of sticks on the ground or a couple of clubs. One would be at your imaginary target, one for your ball position. Now ball position is huge, so you could use this if you're hitting an iron, a driver, or even putting or chipping. Just work on your ball position and your alignment. Get your body aligned to this stick here, parallel to your body, and this one really ingrain that ball position. So if we were hitting a driver, going to be off our left heel like so. If we were hitting a wedge, we're in the middle of our stance, and just ingrain that, just work on that. It's a great way for you to just get a feeling for your setup, so that when you go out in the range, you're ready. Okay guys, I'm going to show you another way to improve at home. You don't need to be on the range for this. It's a great drill actually for guys who move off the ball, who sway in their golf swing this way or this way. Now you call it the phone box drill. You imagine you are in a phone box in London or wherever. and you're standing like this, you're quite cramped. So imagine if you get into your golf posture, but you're in a phone box. Sounds really weird, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to swing and turn while you're in that phone box. So if we turn, we're not going to do that, are we? We're going to try and turn on the spot, like so. We stay nice and centered, nice and stacked up on top of the ball. Down, we're staying in the phone box, and then finally through, in the phone box. So we don't want to ever be hitting the walls of that phone box in our swing. Through our swing, we want to stay nice and centered, and what that'll do is it just give us a nice centered strike every time and make you much more consistent. Okay guys, another way for you to improve at home is to imagine you've got a lawnmower on the floor, petrol lawnmower, and you're going to start that lawnmower, which sounds really weird again, but you imagine you get in your golf posture, like so, and you imagine you've got to pull that lever as hard as you can, up and out the way. So with your right hand, if you're a right-handed player, we're going to pull that lever as hard as we can. What this does, it gets us in a great position at the top of our swing, really stacked up on the right side, really stretched. And then down into impact, once we go down, we're going to do the opposite with our left hand. We're going to pull up as hard as we can with that lever, bang, we open up, stretch our left side. It's a great drill. So it works like we go up lever, down, left lever, up. It's a great drill, lawnmower drill, fantastic way to improve. Okay guys, another way for you to improve over Christmas time, if you're going to a range and you're someone who struggles with consistent strike with your irons, consistently getting the ball first, this is a great way to strike the ball better and get your distance control better, which is so important with iron shots. Now, what is it? It's basically, I've got a 9-iron here, so I recommend using this with a short irons because short irons are really difficult to fade. Because of the loft on the club, they tend to want to fall left, spin left. What I would work on is trying to fade your iron shots, trying to hit a little left to right fade. It's a really safe shot and it's really much better for distance control. Now I've got a 9-iron here. And I tend to draw it a little bit, so for me this is a great way to work just to neutralise my ball flight. So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to try and work as hard as I can with my body left. And what that does, that squares the club face for me. If my body stops at any point, the club face closes, and that long left shot, comes into play, which is not what we want. We want our body moving all the time, our body rotating through impact to stabilise the face, to get better distance control. And it should look a little bit like this, hopefully. Wasn't too bad, we'll take that. Okay guys, the next tip is how to improve your driving accuracy over the Christmas break. So when you're hitting the driving range, what are you going to work on to try and keep that ball in play with your driver? Rather than just hitting drivers as hard as you can, let's focus on a little fairway up there on the driving range, and all it is feeding on from the last tip of a little low fade. Now by hitting a low fade, we are trying to work on our body turning more left, which squares the club face, stabilises the club face, which is what we want with right away throughout our bag. Now I'm going to show you a little shot here. Now once I get into my setup, all I'm going to do, tee the ball down for a start, because that encourages us to stay on top of it. That encourages more of a little fade. Ball nice and forward. All we're going to do is turn left, and by turning left we square that club face. We don't want it to look like this, we want it to look like this. So let's see how we get on. Low draw, but I'll take it, it's down the fairway.
That's massive.
Okay guys, another way for you to improve your golf this Christmas is to invest in a net. Now we here have got the Spawnier SPG5, which we have a number of nets here at Golf Swing Systems. This one is fantastic. Now I'm hitting the 7-iron here, so I'm just going to full pelt straight into the net. It's a great way for you to keep your swing going, keep improving, and just if you're working on anything in your swing in particular with any drills or any training aids, use it in the net and just keep your swing nice and free. Perfect.
Right guys, I'm going to jump in for this last one because there's a few components here.
There's a lot going on.
Jack's brain was a bit scrambled. I've had him hitting a lot of golf shots today. So the last one is investing in a launch monitor. Now we've got the Rapsodo MLM2 here. There are loads of options. You can go for a Garmin, TrackMan, whatever you want. And we're actually running it in what we'd call a bundle setup. So we haven't got a projector, we've got a net, we've got an iPad, and we've got the launch monitor, which is a great starting point for your indoor golf. You can hit some shots, which I'll overlay Jack hitting some shots here, and you get all of your data. So you get your spin numbers, your total numbers, all that kind of helpful stuff that can help improve your game, but from a much more affordable perspective. So yeah, you can get better over Christmas, get some real data, and improve your game. Absolutely. So yeah, thank you for walking us through all that, Jack. So you've got 10 ways to improve over the Christmas break, guys. So yeah, happy Christmas, work in your games, and we'll see you in 2024.
Cheers, guys.